Every food company and service provider has a food safety culture, and within a healthy food safety culture, everyone does the right thing, even when no one is watching. All employees should feel empowered to speak up and take action if something's not right. Leaders should support and recognize individuals that take action and escalate as necessary. A positive, mature food safety culture can help reduce food safety incidents. But food companies can't do this alone. A safe, secure, and reliable food system needs deep collaboration across all stakeholders. As you watch the following story, consider these questions. How strong do you think the food safety culture is at your company? How could it be made stronger? And what is your role in nurturing a stronger, positive culture every day?
I know there was a lot of stress and a lot of guilt. The thought that anything that I might have potentially done felt awful. I think my husband actually got up early that day and was playing with the kids outside, and Beck got hungry, stuck him in his little travel high chair and filled the tray with his snacks. It was a little puffed rice snack that had spinach and kale powder on it. We were trying to give our kids as much healthy food as we could. It was probably about a week later when I had taken him to the doctor because diaper changes were getting torturous. Layers of skin were peeling off, and he was screaming in pain. You have kids and you just kind of assume a diaper rash is kind of par for the course. But I knew that bloody, mucousy diaper changes were not normal. At the time though, I still wasn't alarmed. I thought, well, the doctor has this in hand. She's going to let me know what's going on. I'm not really concerned. I didn't get concerned until I got the phone call from her 2 or 3 days later letting me know what it was. It was our pediatrician called me personally and said, we have found that he actually has Salmonella, and it's a very unique strain of Salmonella called Wandsworth Salmonella, and we need to find out what's going on. So the health department called me. Whenever they get a report that someone has got a foodborne illness, they go through an interview process with them to try to figure out where it could have come from. And they were able to narrow it down to this particular food because it was such a unique strain of Salmonella. Where the Salmonella came from was the spinach and kale powder that they put on it. I felt horrible, but I also felt a little bit like, what am I supposed to do? I'm a mom walking through the grocery store. How am I going to know if I'm looking at packaging if there's Salmonella in it? I have no way to know if that company is taking their practices carefully, if they're cleaning all their instruments. You have to put your faith in those companies that they're doing the testing that we can't. Every step you're taking needs to be thought through. All the safety precautions are for a reason. And my kid is one of those reasons.
Chrissy and Beck's story illustrates why food safety is so important and why we must prevent others from going through any similar experience. Working for a food company, we are all responsible for the safety and quality of our products. Consumers depend on us. Whether you work directly or indirectly with food, you have a responsibility to understand your role in food safety. What we say and do can either strengthen our food safety culture or quickly erode it. Your actions and choices make a difference, and by working together, we can prevent foodborne illness.
This story is a powerful example of why food safety is so important and will help you reflect on the questions posed at the beginning of this video. How strong do you think the food safety culture is at your company? How could it be made stronger? And what is your role in nurturing a stronger, positive culture every day?